brain dissection next week. But the three connective tissues that cover the brain and spinal cord completely are the dura mater, the arachnoid mater, and the pia mater from outside in. The meninges are the same meninges that you would think of when you think of meningitis. Meningitis is an inflammation of the meninges. The problem with that inflammation is swelling that comes along with it. And because this is all housed by a bone, that bone, of course, cannot expand. You cannot swell the bone material. So all the pressure gets pushed to the middle, which causes the very fragile spinal cord and brain to be compressed. That is the problem with meningitis. And that's why that pressure has to be alleviated as quickly as possible. All right, structures. Now, first thing, orientation, body terms. You may or may not remember, anterior means towards the front, posterior towards the back. Two words mean exactly the same thing, ventral and dorsal, like the dorsal fin on the fish. So you can use those interchangeably. If you like anterior, posterior, stick with those. If you like ventral, dorsal, stick with those, or mix them up, whatever. But when you look at the model, you have to find a landmark that tells you which side you're on. And I always get confused with it, except I know one thing for sure. I know that this expanded area right here is called the dorsal root ganglion. I know that. Therefore, that allows me to know that this side is dorsal and this side must be ventral. That gives me my orientation if I know what that is. So, because that makes all this side dorsal, I can very quickly start going through the terms. This point here, this horn, is called the dorsal horn. That makes this one pointing out to the side, the lateral horn, and this one pointing in the opposite direction, the ventral horn. Now, the white matter that surrounds those regions would be named similarly. White column is synonymous with funiculus. You can use either. I like white column because I use it. White column is an easy term to remember to me. So, that means this white space here on the dorsal side is the dorsal white column. This white stuff over here to the lateral side is the lateral white column. And then this white space nearest the ventral horn would be the ventral white column. All directional. All right, how about some other pieces? So, the butterfly, kind of the body or the bridge, it's kind of got a little, not quite like a body, it's really more like a bar. That's called the gray connoisseur. It literally means bridge or connection. So from here to here, kind of bringing your left and right wings together. And then there's a little bitty hole down the middle of that bridge, central canal. One of the spaces that has cerebral spinal fluid in it. Okay. Now, cracks. Bigger of the two cracks that you can, in the model, you actually see a little hole there, like a space. That's the bigger crack, that's the smaller crack. The bigger crack is called a fissure. Like if the geologists saw the ground break open, they'd say that was a fissure that was created. So this makes it the ventral median fissure. It's on the ventral septum. That makes the skinny, not so deep crack a sulcus. Sulcus means depression in anatomical terminology. Sulk, someone's impressed, they're sulky. That's where that
He's
word
sad
comes from.
because he's smaller crack.
Yes.
That's why he's sulky.
Yeah, good. Okay. I'm sad about it. It's not that way. That makes this one the dorsal median sulcus. Dorsal median sulcus. Now I went through all that with you, and come to find out that the key for this calls them both the sulcus, which I think is completely wrong. But I gave you the most proper, but I would have to take both if you did that because it's not the key. Okay. Finally, out here, every vertebral bone between one and the other, is where the spinal nerve enters and exits. So, this is awfully kind of a big representation, but imagine in there you see all those little wires. Imagine half of those wires are going towards the spinal cord, and the other half are going away from the spinal cord. That's basically how a spinal nerve is laid out. So half of what's inside here is made up of neurons carrying information from out here towards, and half are carrying information from here out. They're just bundled in the same nerve. So we call it a mixed nerve. Well, where they split, where you see the Y, sensory goes this way. Sensory goes through the dorsal root. The dorsal root. And motor leaves the spinal cord and exits through this side of the Y, the ventral root. So dorsal root, ventral root. Again, you're not going to get so hung up on what they do for lab exam, but when lecture information comes, it's always nice to make the connection. All right, finally, back to where we started, the dorsal root ganglia. You should be asking yourself, hey, why does that have a big fat spot and this one doesn't? Well, that's where one neuron connects to another in the cell body. Much like this idea where our imaginary neuron came in and connected to this cell body. Cell bodies are fatter. So if all the cell bodies of all the neurons wound up in relatively the same place, it makes that piece fatter. So this is where a cell body connects to the next neuron, dorsal root ganglion. The ganglion is where cell bodies connect up. So finally, why doesn't this have one? It does, but it's back here, so you don't see it. Cell bodies are still in the spinal cord, because remember on this side, the neurons that leave the spinal cord go out. The sensory side, the